2006. I was always an athlete and always in shape. I joined the MAC with the intention of getting into shape after grad school, but that fell by the wayside. So on and off for about a year, I would join my wife with a few of the fitness classes, or I would come on my own and get on the elliptical or do some of the circuit training, but I wasn't really getting where I wanted to with fitness. So one evening after a workout that I didn't feel fulfilled with, I went over to the MAC Express information desk and asked someone, one of the trainers, if they did personal training. It happened to be Doug Bob. I started with Doug. I weighed about 215 pounds. I could barely do 10 push-ups. I gave Doug one stipulation. I didn't want the workout to be any longer than 30 minutes. And I wanted to be tired at the end. In the past 7 months, we've done TRX, we've ran up Oregon Ridge Hill, we've done weight training, cardio, different circuits, and I pulled him around the gym with 4 movers while he's been holding on to a resistance band. He always keeps it interesting by changing up my routine. I never know what to expect every time I come in, because he always has some new, different exercise planned for me. And he also keeps me motivated during each workout by encouraging me and pushing me to give it a little bit more. Doug also has been good about giving me encouraging text messages, telling me that I had a good workout and, saying that he's got a good workout plan for me when I come in, to make me nervous. So in the last 7 months, I've lost 30 pounds. I've also lost 3 inches on my waistline when I went to go buy pants the other day. I can walk up and down my steps in my house without getting winded. I can do a lot more than 10 push-ups. I can do one-handed medicine ball push-ups. And I can just feeling great. A lot better than I have in the past several years since, letting my fitness go by the wayside. My wife and I are both very pleased and very appreciative of the entire MAC staff and the entire MAC environment. I only wish that I started doing the personal training a lot sooner, a lot earlier. And wouldn't have to deal with so much frustration getting out of shape. But overall, it's been a great experience. So we're both very, very happy with it.
I joined the MAC here at Harbor East on February of 2011. My doctor told me, Maria, you either go on this medicine and you need to take it for the rest of your life, or you are going to have a heart attack. So that pretty much was a wake-up call for me, and I decided to start exercising in order to help my heart and in order to get rid of this medicine. I was very overweight, and I figured that if I start swimming, that's going to be very low impact aerobic exercise for me, and that way it's not going to be bad on my joints. Once I started swimming, I started feeling a little bit more comfortable with my body, and I started biking. So I started biking on the regular bikes, and I would say, within maybe a month or so, one of the trainer guys approached me, and he came over and he said, "Hey Maria, if you're not sweating, you're not doing anything." So I was biking and everything, and I thought I was doing a lot. Here comes Shay again, and he's like, "Hey girl, you gotta switch it up. You have to change the cardio here and there." So he showed me how to use the rowing machine. He showed me how to do intervals on the rowing machine. After that, he said, "Hey Maria, you should try running," because that was my main goal, is to try running again. So he moved me onto the treadmill machine, and he showed me how to do interval training, and he showed me how to get myself on an incline. Since I joined the MAC, I feel extremely energized. I have gotten off of my high blood medicine. I feel excellent. I have lost 46 pounds, and now my next goal is to do my first triathlon in August.
Let me start with what brought me here to begin with. First of all, I'm a CPA, and as you can imagine, tax season is growing. It's 7 days a week. You're probably working anywhere from 12 to 16-hour days, and it demands a lot of your body. I was a former athlete. It had been probably 37 years since my college days where I'd really been in shape. And just came to this realization that I was not going to do it on my own, that I needed help. And decided one day, I walked over here at lunchtime, and I signed myself up and hired a personal trainer. And I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, it's the best thing I've ever done in my life. I felt like I was going to stick out like a sore thumb, that I was not going to fit in, that everybody else would be so advanced. And what I found out was something entirely different. everybody here shares the same goal, and the same things that they want to accomplish with getting in better shape and leading a better lifestyle. And in coming here, what I realized that the MAC was actually a little city in and of itself. The people that I met are just unbelievable. The trainers, also friendly, and I love coming here. My biggest thing that kept me back more than anything is I own my own business, and how was I going to find the time to come over here? How was my work going to get done? And amazingly, it did get done. It forced me to be better organized. It forced me to work a little smarter rather than harder. And coming over here is like recess for me. I literally have a great time. I run around, I yell and scream. People look at me like I'm crazy, but you know what? I don't really care because I'm loving every second. So in walks all 5'5" of Erin Olson, and she was full of spirit and enthusiasm, and she knew what my goals were. She knew what I wanted to try to accomplish, and she was there every step of the way, pushing me, helping me, giving me tips, and partway about a month or 6 weeks into my training, Eric Baird joined us. He was a new personal trainer that had come to the MAC. And between the two of them, I think the thing that impresses me the most is what fine young adults they are. The MAC should be very proud to have them working in this facility, and they have helped me tremendously. I've gotten my body in shape. I've done things that I haven't done since I was in college. Actually, in certain ways, I'm actually stronger than I was in college. I've lost approximately 20 pounds, but what I never really counted on was the strength that I would gain, the muscle tone. When people see me now, they don't even recognize me. And it's, I'm just, I look at myself in the mirror every day, and you see the same person. Sometimes it's hard to see that difference, but people continually tell me, Joe, you look great. What are you doing, And I am eating better. I am eating smarter. But I'm working my body, and I'm working it hard, and I'm pushing it. But there's nothing quite like the experience of just giving it all you have and being totally exhausted and finishing up. And then I discovered the whirlpool. And that was just like it was like Recess Plus. It was phenomenal. I consider the MAC experience. The MAC experience doesn't show up in an advertisement. It doesn't show up in a sales brochure. It doesn't show up in a fitness club review. It doesn't show up on a Google search. You have to literally be here and experience what it's like to be with other people that are very common to yourself, that have the same goals and trying to get their body in better shape.
Thank you to the MAC.
Thank you, Mac. You have changed my life.
Thank you, Mac. Thank you so much for what a great facility, what a warm, friendly place. It's made such a difference in my life. I love coming here.